Okay, so this lesson's week 9, lesson 9, infinite geometric series. You will be getting your final formula, which is right here. A couple things to notice about this. There is no subscript right here, right? There is no number. So in essence, what you're actually doing is you're adding up every single number in whatever list you are given, whatever geometric series you're given, you're going to add up every single number. Now there's a condition. It's really, really important, and that is this formula only works if the absolute value of the ratio is less than 1. Right, so let's say your ratio is 2/3, then this formula works. If your ratio is 1/2, then this formula works. If your ratio is 4/5, then it works. It could also actually be negative 4/5. Actually, it could be any of these that are negative. This formula will work. But if that ratio is greater than 1, it will not work. All right, so let's take a look at an example. All right, so first thing, if I want to find, notice it doesn't say the sum of the first 6 or the sum of the first 8. It says just find the sum of the series. That means all of them, right? All infinite number of them, all right? And the formula, again, really easy. You only need the first term, which I can clearly see, and the ratio, which is not too hard to figure out. If you grab your handy-dandy calculator and you divide the second term by the first term, you'll figure out that the ratio here is 1/10. So let's go ahead and do this formula. First term is 1/25. The ratio is 1/10. So now I have 1/25 over 9/10, which I'm just going to grab my calculator and do that. At least I'm going to try to. My calculator, I switched calculators and I don't know where the buttons are on this. 1/25 divided by 9/10. And I get 0.004. Actually, let me see if I can change that to a fraction. I would prefer it as a fraction. 2/45. Okay, that's all the numbers added up. Okay, let's try another. All right, so again, first thing, the only way that I'll be able to find the sum on this is if it's an infinite geometric series, which means I need to figure out what the ratio is. So if I take the second term and divide it by the first term, I figure out that my ratio is 2/3. All right, so here we go. The sum is the first term divided by 1 minus r. In this case, 2/3 divided by 1 minus 2/3. That's 2/3 divided by 1/3, or 2. All right, and last example for this particular lesson. All right, so let's see. What is the ratio? How do I get from here to here to here? The ratio is -3. I cannot find the sum when the ratio, right? I need the absolute value of the ratio to be less than 1, which I don't have here. This sum is not possible. Okay, so just because the question asks you to do it, make sure you check and see if it's even possible.